You've been working hard your entire life, pushing, grinding, forcing outcomes. You tell yourself, if I just work harder, I'll finally achieve it. If I just force it enough, it will bend to my will. But something isn't working. You're exhausted. You've hit your goals, and the emptiness is still there. Or you're still chasing them, and the effort is killing you. Either way, you feel like you're swimming upstream. Everything feels like resistance. There's a radical principle that changes this entirely. It's counterintuitive. It goes against everything you've been taught. But once you understand it, you'll never approach your life the same way again. The principle is simple. Stop forcing and start allowing. Most of us are taught that willpower is the answer. You want something? Want it hard enough. Work hard enough. Push hard enough. The universe rewards effort. It's a beautiful myth, and it's destroying you. Here's what actually happens when you force. Your body tenses, your mind contracts. You narrow your vision to only one outcome, the one you're desperately chasing. Everything else disappears. And in that tunnel vision, you miss signals, you miss opportunities, you miss the actual path that was in front of you the whole time. You become a hammer, and every problem looks like a nail. You swing harder and harder, wondering why the results aren't coming. But there's something deeper happening. When you force, you're sending a message to yourself. I don't trust reality. I don't trust the process. I only trust my effort. And that fear, that distrust, it broadcasts outward. People feel it. Doors don't open, relationships stay strained. Success feels distant. Forcing is exhausting because it's fighting against the way things actually work. Now, this doesn't mean do nothing. This isn't about passivity. This is about something much more subtle and powerful: alignment. There's a difference between forcing and flowing, between pushing and allowing. The difference is this: when you force, you're fighting reality. When you flow, you're working with it. Think about water. Water doesn't force its way down the mountain. It finds the path of least resistance, and it moves mountains. Over time, with patience, it reshapes the landscape. It's not aggressive, it's not desperate, but it's unstoppable. The same principle applies to your life. When you stop trying to control every detail and start paying attention to what's actually happening, when you listen instead of demand, you discover something. Reality is trying to help you. Life has an intelligence. Doors open when you're not muscling them. Relationships balance when you're not forcing them. This isn't mystical, it's practical. When you're calm and observant, you make better decisions. You notice opportunities others miss. You have energy for what actually matters instead of wasting it on resistance. Let's make this concrete. You want a relationship. You're desperate. You're forcing conversations. You're manipulating situations. You're trying to mold the other person into what you need them to be. What happens? They feel the desperation. They sense the control. They pull away. The very thing you wanted, you're forcing repelled. Or you want success in your career. You're grinding, you're performing, you're trying to impress everyone. You're exhausted, you're bitter, you're watching other people get promoted, and you can't understand why. But here's what they don't tell you. Your forcing is visible. Your desperation broadcasts. People don't want to work with desperate people. They're drawn to people who have internal strength, who are clear about their values, who don't need the outcome to validate their worth. Forcing closes doors because it comes from lack, from fear, from doubt, and people can feel it. The moment you stop forcing, the moment you become genuinely at peace with not having it, the energy changes. Suddenly, you're attractive. Suddenly, doors open. Suddenly, the thing you wanted starts moving towards you. Not because you worked harder, but because you got out of your own way. This isn't coincidence. This is how reality actually works. So how do you know when you're forcing versus when you're flowing? There are 3 types of effort. Type 1, desperate forcing. This is muscling through. Your jaw is clenched, your body is tense. You're operating from fear and scarcity. This is the energy that repels. It exhausts you and doesn't work. Type 2, intelligent action. This is effort that comes from clarity, not desperation. You know what you want. You take aligned steps, but you're not attached to forcing the outcome. You do your part, then you let go. This is the energy that works. It's sustainable. It creates momentum. Type 3, strategic surrender. This is when you've done everything you can do, and now you genuinely let it go. You stop checking, you stop controlling, you stop waiting for the outcome. You move your attention elsewhere. And in that surrender, paradoxically, the thing you wanted often materializes, or something better does. The mistake most people make is staying in type 1. They think harder effort will compensate for the wrong energy. It won't. The power is in shifting to type 2 and 3. Here's the signs you're forcing in your life. Sign 1. You feel exhausted but not accomplished. You're busy but depleted. There's a tightness in your chest or shoulders. Your mind is always running. This is forcing. Sign 2. You're getting resistance from reality. Doors don't open, people aren't cooperating, things feel blocked. Usually we blame the external circumstances, but often we're the ones forcing. Sign 3. You're attached to the outcome. Your worth depends on getting it. If you don't achieve this specific thing, you'll fail as a person. That attachment is forcing energy. It contracts everything. Sign 4. You're trying to control other people or situations. You're manipulating, convincing, pushing people toward what you want. That's forcing. If you recognize yourself in these signs, you're in forcing mode. How do you shift? Here are 3 practical steps. Step 1, pause and observe. When you notice you're forcing, pause. Don't keep pushing. Take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I trying to control? Usually, forcing comes from fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of missing out. Fear of failure. Name it. Just observe it without judgment. Step 2, get clear on your values, not your outcome. Instead of, I must have this specific relationship or I must make this amount of money, shift to, I value deep connection and authenticity, or I value meaningful work and security. Values are stable. Outcomes shift. When you're aligned with your values, you're not forcing anymore. You're trusting. Step 3, take 1 aligned action, then let go. Do the thing that's in front of you. Make the call, send the email, have the conversation. But then, and this is crucial, let go of the outcome. Stop checking, stop controlling, move your attention elsewhere. You've done your part. Now let reality do its part.